guys, we are going to be working on our web developer skills today, specifically skills that have to do with HTML and CSS. These sections are a little bit harder, the make a website projects. You're going to learn a lot of cool stuff. A lot of the code's already going to be there, so you're going to need to be familiar with HTML and CSS. So if you're not up to par on that, go ahead and check out their HTML and CSS. I have a whole playlist going through everything, single video, so you can make the same errors that I made, but you could avoid that and watch the playlist and see what I did and see how I fixed whatever mistakes I was doing. So in this case, we're going to be doing a project I took a sneak peek at it. So we're going to be doing a navigation menu, a background image, and we're going to make a button for this first section. And like I said, this is a harder section. It says beginner, but if you don't, it doesn't really hold your hand like the other ones do. So if you're not familiar with some terminology and what it's asking, you're really going to struggle a little bit. And so this is essentially what it's going to look like. We're going to customize it, but this is the end deal. And all it is some CSS. They've already provided it here, and they set up the index.html, and we're going to be making our own. So let's take a look at our current version. So go ahead and take this HTTP localhost 8000 and throw it up in your little side browser here. So you can see this is what we have so far. They provided us a CSS. They've provided a little bit of styling, a little bit of text, and now we have to add on to it in our own fashion. So in this first section, it's asking us to change the background color of the header to dark gray. So there's a couple things we could do here. You could just do it this way, background dash color, and this is probably the way my work would not have me do it. They want everything to be in the CSS folder. So let's go ahead and save that. Refresh this, see if that worked. So I don't believe that worked, did it? So instead, let's go ahead and let's cut this out, save it, refresh it, make sure. Alright, so that didn't work. So we're going to go to Style. So Styles, and we're going to go to, what was it, Header. So Control F, we'll just go to Header. Oh, they don't have it in there. That's interesting. So, let's do this. Let's just do color, and we'll set it equal to, oops. So let's go ahead and save that, see if that worked. That didn't work. Let's see if we lose the quotes, if that will do it. I don't think it should. Alright, so somehow we're having an issue here. It really should be background color, background dash color. 363. Okay, so let's see what we're doing wrong here. I don't believe it should matter if we check that. So we're gonna just type it in. Let's do our own little Google search. Background dash color. CSS background. Okay. So I think what they want us to do is to change the CSS. So let's go ahead and cut that out of there. We're going to go to our styles here, and in styles we're going to create a header. I believe they've already named the class. So actually this is a class. We're not creating a class. We're changing a element. So in this case, we want to set our background dash color and we want it to be dark gray, which is 33333. Don't forget your semicolon. Save it. Go to our index. Refresh this. There might be something overriding it in the CSS, but I believe that's correct. So for now, we're going to leave that alone. Take one more quick look at this. Make sure. Yeah, so we should be good here. Of the header to dark gray. Okay, I think we're doing everything right. It might just be that this is white, and there's nothing we can do about it right now. Oh, there's probably nothing in our header. That's probably what it is. So let's see here. In the headers navigation, add 4 main menu items. So here's our UL class nav. All we're going to do is add 4 list items. So about. We're going to add work. We're going to add team. Oops. Team. And we're going to add the last one, which is contact. Alright. In the headers navigation, add 4 menu items about work team. Display the items on one line using appropriate CSS property. So let's see. So we're going to save that. Let's see what it looks like. It should just be at the top right now. That's weird. It should be displaying that. Alright, so we're looking for the header, the nav, and I don't remember the property, so we'll say same line UL, same line LI. Look at good old Stack Overflow. Display inline. That's what it is. Okay, cool. So back to it. And where's our nav LI? And here it is. Display inline. That should save it. We're still having an issue here. Let's see if this will reset it. Still not resetting it. We're going to continue on, but I believe that should be correct. I think it's not displaying it because maybe it's cached. I'm not quite sure, to be honest with you. But at the very least, we should be seeing text. So that's why I'm not too worried about it. It's probably just something to do with their local host right now. Alright, change the background image of the Jumbotron section. So we're going to go Jumbotron, and background dashed image is how you set this. We're going to use a URL, so make sure you have a URL. You don't just try and put the link, it won't work. So I actually pulled one up already. Unsplash.com has free, if you ever are looking for some images to use in your own website, everything on this site is copyright free. They upload about 10 high quality pictures a day, they say. All of them are really good. So let's go ahead and refresh this. Okay, so that's working. Might be a little too big for the site, but at this time we'll leave it alone. This worries me though. Okay. I'm gonna change the background image to the genre. Feel free to use your own image. Let's just use the image they use, just for the sake of making our lives a little bit easier. Um, that way we can compare it to the final result and see what's going on. So let's save that. Refresh. Okay, cool enough. Set the width equal to, and set the width equal to 400. This might distort it, actually not might, it will distort it. But we're gonna cut out that height right now. Save it, let's see what happens. Refresh. Okay. The height back to 800. And hopefully we'll have the width. We'll leave the width alone for now. Refresh it. Yeah, it's taking a second to update. Okay, don't worry about that for now. Yeah, their localhost is running a little slow, it looks like. Our localhost. Okay, so we know how to add the image. Change the background image, we'll just put a check for that. In the main section, add a link that says get started. So let's look for our main section. Here's our main. There it is. About work, team, and contact. The reason it's not showing up is our background color is not gray, so it's actually there. That's why it's showing up. So we're gonna go back and look at our background color. Should be working though. Alright, main section, add a link that says get started. Okay, so we want to add a link that says get started. Alright, so we'll just href, we'll put that equal to just random something or another, get started, /a. Okay, and we're going to say the class is equal to, and they already have a defined class, btn dash main, button dash main. Let's go ahead and save that, refresh this. So there's our get started. Alright, this is still not moving. So let's go ahead. Let's check that out, see what happens. Alright. Oh, I see what I did wrong. Alright, so height, when you do this, make sure you put in pixels how much. I believe that might have been why that didn't reserve. There you go. So it looks a little bit better. We are Broadway, get started. Cool. So yeah, you have to put the PX in there. I'm not sure what the default is. You could use a percentage also. Like, let's try 50% and see what it looks like. But you have to put some sort of unit of measurement. Alright, maybe that won't. I don't know why that didn't work. That should have worked. But, you know, back to 800 pixels. Save it. Refresh. Okay, so, cool. We styled it with our dark gray there. Dark gray button. In the supporting section, so here's our supporting. Add 3 links that say learn more. Alright, so there's href, and we're gonna put it equal to an empty link for now. It's gonna say learn more /a. We're gonna copy that 3 times. Alright, and we want them to be buttons as well. So let's make them a button. Slash button, and we'll just go ahead and override these. Control C, Control V, Control V. Before we go ahead and style it, let's go ahead and refresh our page here and see what's going on. So learn more, learn more, learn more. Cool. Okay, so div class supporting button. Alright, so here's what we want to do. So we're going to go look for supporting. Do they have a button? So, oh, they have button li. Alright, so they wanted these to be list objects. So we need to create a UL. So let's go ahead and do it like this. Spread out our code a little bit. So alright, so let's do a UL, and then we'll have li, and then we'll have a /li. Alright, and let's just go ahead and replace our other two. And then don't forget to put the /ul, save, and go ahead and refresh this, see what's going on. It should be like looks like a little list item. Alright, everything looks good. And now we want to style them with white buttons. So, where is our support button? Li. Alright, so we want the white buttons with gray borders. Alright, so let's do border. I believe it's border dash color. Save that. Let's go and refresh that, see what it looks like. We'll just do color white. Should work. Save. Refresh. Okay, so that got rid of the li. So it's changing the color of the li. What we really want is the button. So okay, we'll do it like this. We're gonna reset that to. We're gonna leave this alone, and we're gonna say in the supporting class. So supporting for the buttons, we want the color, the border dash color to be town 33333. Save that. Let's see if this changed the styling a little bit. Okay, so there's our gray borders. And we're going to say the color is white. And you can just say white. White's a pre-built one in. Let's try this. Let's go ahead and look at where to learn more. Okay, so I think they want the background color to be white. So let's see if that works. Save. Let's go to our localhost 8080. Alright, there we go. So there's our background color, white. And for the time being, it's not asking us to do anything with the font. So, let's see, add 3 links. Check, check, check. And the last thing we have to fix is, for some reason, our background color is not working. So let's go ahead and there's our header. We created the header, it didn't work there. So let's go ahead and Control X this out. Actually, we'll leave that there for now. Let's go to our index, header. So div class header, and we'll say background dash color equals pound 33333. Save that, see if that works. So our background color is not working. This is the main issue we're having here, and it needs to be this color. So I'm going to delete this real quick because that's not working. It should be, I think. Save it. Go ahead and refresh real quick. This is not working as well. We're just going to kind of guess and check here. Alright, so one more time, background color. Background dash color. Change the background color of the header to dark gray using X color. Alright, so HTML body. Let's see. I really do believe this should work. So I'm a little confused. Background dash color. Let's put in a space, see if that does anything. Oh man. Okay, so let's save that. I believe we're still having an issue with the background color. So let's look at our get started here. If we, because that's the color we want it to be. Get started is in btn main. Background dash color pound 333. Alright, so we're literally going to copy and paste this in. Save. Okay, so it did not work here, so we're going to inspect this element. This is a good way to check, so you like something here. This is the UL class nav. This is the header. Alright, so one cool thing you can do here is, let me see if I remember how to do it. You can, I believe you can edit in here and see what it would look like. And we're going to say background dash color equals black. That didn't work. Okay, so anyhow, forget that, but you can, that's definitely in the nav or the header area. So it's asking us to change the header to dark gray. That's not working. Is the nav? Let's try just changing the nav for the time being. save. So that kind of worked, but not really. So let's try it with 100%. So that way it goes across the full page. No, that didn't work either. Well, you know what? I'm retarded. The header. I was thinking head. The header is a defined class. So there we go. There we go. Silly mistake. But let's just review real quick what it was that we needed to work on here. This is what we wanted it to look like. Very nice image. You know, the height is 800 pixels and it goes to full width. Now let's go ahead and look at ours. We're still working on it, but you can see that, you know, we got some work to do. We have our, you know, these aren't links yet. The font hasn't been customized. We have our buttons that eventually will go underneath here, but we're getting there. So in this section, I think we did a pretty good job. Still have a few things we want to do, but at least we were able to figure out our mistakes in a relatively short manner. Let's see what's going on in the next section. Next is called Innovation Cloud. So it looks like we're going to be making a similar page. You know, some buttons, some CSS, a little bit of hovering over, images, breaking it up into parts. So that'll be the next section that we do in our web developer skills. I'll see you guys next video. Thanks for watching.